Hi, I'm going to be showing you my skincare routine. I used to have really bad acne growing up, so I feel like my routine is pretty simple now and it's pretty solid. I know right now I have a pimple on my forehead. Yeah. Right now I have a pimple on my forehead and I could have waited, until it went away to show you my skincare routine, but acne is normal. Everybody gets pimples or has gotten a pimple in their life, and it's not a big deal. Who gives a fuck? Although I do think I'm gonna put a sticker, a pimple patch on it, as opposed to doing product, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, no, hold on. let me establish myself first. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I think I just touched my hair with that. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I do. Pimple patches are so fucking expensive now, and unless you're gonna get the one with the little needles, the little prongs that push in salicylic acid and literally make that pimple disappear, I'm not gonna pay $20 for a hydrocolloid band-aid. So literally what I did was I went to CVS and I got a hydrocolloid band-aid, and these things are massive, mind you. They're massive. There's 6 all in one size. Okay, I think there's 6 of them in here. They're this big. Like, you cut them up, that's like a million patches. I don't know, but and this was only like $6. This was $6 or $4, I can't remember. What a bargain. So I'm just gonna show you how I do that. First, I will take isopropyl alcohol and I will disinfect the scissor that I'm gonna use to cut it, because like I said, I had super bad acne growing up. Like, I could talk about it in another video, but it was just depressing. Like, I would wake up every morning and I'd get ready for school and I'd just cry. Like, I stopped looking in mirrors because it was just so bad and I was so sad. And you were gonna want to let that air dry for a few minutes. But yeah, it was absolutely terrible. I wouldn't even like sleep on my face. Like, I would literally like sleep on like my hand or my arm and my face would just hover in the air. I wouldn't put my face on pillows because I was just like, if that's giving me acne, it's gotta go, because I was just absolutely miserable with it. Okay, I'll just tell you what I wash my face. I wash my face with this alfalfa with papaya and neem cleanser. Yeah. I don't know. My uncle gave it to me for Christmas years ago and I never used it. I tried, but like my skin was just so my skin barrier was so broken back then. Like, regardless of whatever product I used, even if it was, the greatest thing on earth, it would have broke me out just because my skin was just so fucked back then. But I found I'm not the richest person in the world, so I've literally, and skincare isn't cheap, so I've literally just been going around my house in my cabinets, my mom's cabinets, and finding whatever. Like, if I find it and I'm like, I'll use it. For example, I was using this moisturizer. My uncle also gave this to me with that moisturizer, and I was just using it because I ran out of moisturizer and I don't really have any money to buy another one. So I literally have just been using, but let that go to show that like the purging is not real. Like, your skin should not actively break out just from switching or using a different product. That's not a thing. Like, if your skin does break out like that bad because after doing something like that, it's because your skin barrier is just fucked and not the product, I promise. But yeah, I wash my face with warm water, not cold, not hot, warm. And I washed my face with cold water for like 1 week and I got the worst pimples ever. And it's because you're supposed to wash with warm water. I think like the cold water the soap does not work as well when you use cold water, and that was a rough lesson to learn. So I washed my face with warm water. I used to rinse with cold water afterwards, but I don't do that anymore. You can do that if you want. And then I air dried. Air drying is probably not, it's not the best because it pulls a lot of moisture from your hair, so it makes your face even drier. Typically what I'll do if I have any clean towels or rags, I'll just pat dry. But I don't like to use napkins and such, because they're very wasteful. And if I don't have a clean towel, I'm not gonna dry my face with a towel, because like I'm not trying to introduce that bacteria to my face, especially because you're not supposed to reuse the towel after, because I think, you know, like when it dries, like even after the water dries, bacteria still builds. So, you know, I'm not going to use this today, the ordinary glycolic acid, but I'll use this every once in a while if I remember to use it. I even use it on my back just because I have a lot of dark spots there. And it's really easy. I used to use a cotton pad, but I don't do that anymore. They're wasteful. And then I bought reusable ones, and then I was just too lazy to keep washing them. So I just put it on my hands and rub it on my face. Same thing for my back. It works fine. You don't need any gadgets to apply toner. Okay, I think the scissor has been disinfected to the best of my ability. Oh, and also before I wash my face, I always make sure to wash my hands. And then even after I wash my face, I don't, like, my hands stay clean. I don't touch anything. I don't touch my hair. The only thing I'll touch is the products. And like the way I grab them is so funny. I don't touch my fingertips to the product. It's so OCD. If you had bad acne growing up, you get it. Like right now, I'm not even touching the scissor with my fingertips. Like I'll use my thumbs. That's just how traumatizing having acne is. Like it sucks. So I don't know, hopefully you can see. I'll just take the little band-aid and I'll just cut it. Et voila, une pimple patch. It didn't cost me $1 million. Cause I don't have $16 to spend on 10 patches. Silly. What were we talking about? Wash your face with warm water? Oh yeah, and use a clean towel. Make sure your hands stay clean. Almost forgot my hydrocortisone. This game changer. Love this stuff. Okay. Keep your hands clean before you wash your face and before you put on your products. If I need to rewash my hands to put on my products, I will. That's all I have to say. So first, this is rose water. I bought this bottle years ago. I've actually been making my own rose water just because it's way cheaper, because it was super expensive. And I wear a headband because I don't like the front of my hair to get wet. But yeah, it's way cheaper to make your own. I use the alpha-arbutin and 2% and hyaluronic acid because I get really bad dark spots after a pimple. And this is the only thing I've ever had that got rid of them. Though this bottle, it's getting way more expensive. And I don't like that, you know? I don't use it often, but it's just like, it's the same fucking bottle, same formula, and it's so freaking expensive. Like, I'm trying to find a different alpha-arbutin product because I'll lose an eyelash anyway because I'm overpaying for that. It's best to put on skincare products when your face is damp, just because it helps, you know, retain more moisture. I hope this is okay. I'm using the back camera because the quality is supposed to be better, but now I can't see into the things. I have to look down a lot. But yeah, alpha-arbutin, if you have a cheaper bottle, let me know, because I'm down to try any other products. Because I'm talking so much, my face isn't. And this is the moisturizer I've been using. I literally found it on I found it on my kitchen counter, and I was running out of moisturizer, so I'm like, this is great. Like I said, I don't have money right now to go buy another moisturizer. I'm literally a skincare scavenger. Like, let me find a bottle of product at the thrift store. It's over. I'm not playing. That's all I do. Like, it's always just face wash, serum, face wash, rose water, serum, moisturizer. That's it. Or And if it's not the serum, then I just sub that with the, I sub that with, I'll sub it with the glycolic acid. I hope that was okay. So, you don't know how hard it is to do something that you usually do in the bathroom on the floor. And without a mirror directly in front of your face. I like to pat it in just because I heard that that's supposed to help it, you know, you retain moisture better. That's it. Like, you see, you don't really need big fancy products. These are all, I guarantee you all these products are at least $12 or less. I'm sure. Possibly, I'm not sure how much the face wash is. And then this hydrocortisone cream, I just put this on. This is basically my spot treatment. Sometimes I leave it as a little white dot just because it makes me feel like one of the girls in the movies, but you don't have to do that. I just put it on a pimple and it seems to get rid of them pretty well. So, like, even if you don't believe me, like, go watch her name's Dr. Dre, right? Like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure I saw this either in one of her videos or in one of her comment sections, and it's great. Like, I think this is like $3-4 too, so it's really nice and cheap. You can get it from I get this from the grocery store, or I can get it from a drugstore. And I hope that helped for something. I used to watch like these videos all the time as a kid just because my acne was so bad, and I would take any fucking advice that I could get. But if I had to give you any advice, it would be to prioritize your skin barrier. You know, it doesn't even matter what products you use, prioritize your skin barrier. That is the most important thing, and what I wish I had worried about growing up. You know, check the pH level of products too, you know, because it's important to maintain whatever pH level your face is at. You don't want to, you know, skew it too often. And I only wash my face, like, I only do this once a day. Actually, I haven't even washed my face in a couple of days just because I've been a little sad, but typically I wash my face once a day. I went through a period of I'd only wash it at night and then I'd rinse it with water in the morning and then put on moisturizer after that. You can do that too, but it's just, you know, product is so expensive that I try to just use it once a day, and that seems to have been working for me. But yeah, I think twice a day is too much. Okay, I think that's all that I have for you. I hope that you took something from this, and I hope it, you know, I just hope it helps. And if you have any questions, just ask. Like, I am an acne survivor, and I'm a trooper. I had acne from 5th grade to, I don't know, 17. So from like 10 for like 7 years straight. And even after that, it just kind of, it was up and down after. I don't know if it counts as part of skincare routine, but they're on my face. So this is what I use on my lips. It's just a skin protectant ointment. I just put like a fat glob and I just like, hold on, I'll show you. I just take some and I usually, obviously, I put more. It kind of looks white when you put it on and then you rub it in. And it goes white, but I just put some on before I showed you. And this, I mean, I don't know how much this is. I can't imagine it's, you know, super expensive. I got this one from the hospital, but I used this because I couldn't afford Weleda skincare and I wanted that so bad. But like, you know, just like a thick ointment to put on your lips keeps it so much more moisturized than, you know, putting like an oil or Vaseline, you know. So if you're struggling with dry lips, I would definitely recommend something like this.